Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we're pleased to present you with a second Minish Cap Randomizer tournament match of the day. It is Hendrus, who was doing commentary earlier, versus Pikapals, another winners quarterfinals match. And I am joined today on commentary by iBot and Myth. And how are you doing today, gentlemen?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing pretty good. So yeah, already the third of the 4 quarterfinals matches, while we are still kind of waiting on a lot of matches in losers brackets, so that's gonna slow things down, as is kind of expected, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah, we've got the wins and arrow race tomorrow, and then that's going to decide who's going to be playing against Bluesy in the last of the quarterfinal matches.
Yeah.
And I'm going to duck out, so I will leave you to it, and make sure you have a minute and a half to do some trash talking if you'd like.
Oh yeah. Right, so first off, we're doing some hash reading. We're going to read the the hash at the top of the screen and try and come up with some speculation as to what's going to be in the seed. So we've already discussed this, and we're thinking Waveblade in Lake Hylia, because there's the heart container, there's the Long Range key, and there's the Ocarina as well. It's like...
Yeah, I mean, it could also be a required Long key locking the Ocarina.
Oh, Hendrus is pointing out the hearts in the hash.
Yeah. He's... I don't know, I wouldn't be scared of hearts in the hash. Nice healthy seed is always nice, right?
Yeah, healthy seed. Well, yeah, the thing is, the things that are in the hash, it's either there's something there, or, you know, that's going to be a super troll, or something like that.
Or it's just random, but...
Yeah, or it's completely random, and we don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, we don't. At least I don't. I don't know about you, but... Yeah, looks like they're going to start soon here, so... this is one of your seeds, right? So...
Yeah, I rolled this one.
It's not going to... We're not going to expect a start like the earlier one.
Alright. What will we get at the start? There's a scroll.
And that was the spin scroll.
Yeah, this was a special request by Hendrus, so they specifically asked me to roll this seed for them. And we've got our tunic colours today. We've got a dark red and a light blue. Ooh, okay, Gust Jar, straight off the bat.
So early Gust Jar is interesting, because it doesn't actually open up that much, because it doesn't allow you to break trees. But it's still a nice item to find early, since it can be pretty much anywhere if you don't find it. And
yeah, it's quite rare that you get the Gust Jar this early, that you can do Gregor on your first trip here. That's pretty nice though. That's it's like,
yeah, that's very convenient.
Oh.
Well, that's interesting.
Okay.
So the 600 item in the shop is the Tingle Trophy, which would require all wallets to reach, and then to turn it in you also need the cane, all for a single check. I kind of don't think that's gonna have anything, but if it does...
I doubt it's gonna have anything, but that would be hilarious. Oh, there's our first bottle. Pikapals picks up in the mayor's basement.
Yeah, that also does nothing right now, but... Oh, wait, they do have a spin scroll, so it actually does open up some checks on Mount Kremmer.
Well, if we get a sword, then it will.
You don't need a sword for the guard to move for our side, right?
Yeah, the guard doesn't move out the way unless you show him that you can spin attack in the vanilla game, so...
Oh, I thought it was just a spin attack, but...
It's both sword and spin, because in the vanilla game you need to do a spin attack in front of him to show that, you know, for him to let you past, so...
I guess when I remembered him moving aside without a sword, I must have had Flippers or Cape then.
Yeah, no, it's... he's programmed in the randomizer to move out of the way automatically if you have sword and spin, or you have the cape, or you have the flippers.
Yeah, since those would allow you to get around him anyways, so... But yeah, Sword does of course also open up the early Ruby Cave in Southern Hyrule Field.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're just going to finish off the things here in the Tingle Trees, and then they go immediately to the south.
Looks like Pikapals is actually checking out the Hyrule Castle Garden.
This is interesting. If I were to do this, I would have actually saved after picking up the big chest in the Tingle Trees. Because if you check these items, so the first one that Pikapals was junk. If the second one is also junk, then you can just save scum and you get back to the entrance of Castle Town like straight away. Oh,
yeah.
It's a heart piece, so
both items are junk, and he's just gonna quick roll and have to go through North Hyrule Field again. Which Hendrus did the same.
It just saves this backtracking that they just did there. Oh,
yeah.
No! Okay, they're going to go for a different kind of route. They're going to go through Lon Lon.
Yeah, so one check on Lon Lon, and then I guess it's towards Minish Woods.
Yeah, that's what they're going to go for.
I'm not sure about this. Like, the Sun Ruby Cave is so much more likely to have something, and if it has a bomb bag, you're wasting a lot of time here.
You want to get to that Rupee Cave as quickly as possible in your first 5 minutes.
Yeah, Bluesy pointing out that we don't technically know that the Hyrule Castle Garden was pure junk, since it did have a piece of heart.
Yeah, Hendrus is setting up for Din's Charm, even though it is slower.
I mean, when you say it is slower, is that...
That was Veil Falls.
Veil Falls, Kinstone, and the Mushroom, so...
Yeah. Right, so there's a
caveat that in.
With Din's Charm. I've done a lot of testing this week to see if Din's Charm is actually faster. For me, it is not faster because I'm very good at the fights. So it only speeds up the fights by like 5 seconds or so, whereas it takes much longer than that to actually go and get the Din's Charm. If you aren't comfortable in any of the fights, then yeah, it's a useful noob strategy. If you're new to the randomizer and you're struggling on like the Darknet fights at the end of the game in Vati and stuff, get Din's Charm. It will help out a lot with the fight. Pikapals did pick up a Kinstone, but we didn't see which one it was. I think we're going to have to wait till they do a bag check.
Yeah, they also didn't mark it on their own tracker, so we have no idea what it was.
Yeah, so Pikapals doesn't even know what it is, so they're going to check the... Oh my god!
Wait, that's a cape?
There was a bit of a double take there, and it was like, oh, the barrel's not going to happen.
No, you usually just look at that item and just leave, but in this case, you definitely do want to pick that up.
Alright, so this play by Pikapals is paying off, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Oh!
Wow! It's still, if Hendrus finds a bomb back
here...
Oh,
and that's the Ocarina!
That's the Ocarina, that's also interesting. But no, what I was saying, like, if you can find a bomb bag before going to Minish Woods and go through it backwards, it will still be nicer because you find the moments there and then you just continue backwards through Minish Woods towards the digging cave. And with the cave you can get the northern Minish Woods checks as well. But for all we know, the bomb bag is locked behind either of those items, so...
Oh, this is really hurting Hendrus. They're avoiding Minish Woods for now because they don't have their bomb bag.
Yeah, which, again, if they find a bomb bag here, it can still work out for them. But if they don't, then they're just delaying Cape and Mids, and There's a bomb bag. So that was locked behind the cape for,
Yeah. Oh, and there's a bottle for...
If that was the only bottle, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, that would be great.
Like
If all you've got
locking the other bottle.
If all of your other bottles were locked behind, like, in Krenel, and that was your first logical bottle, it would take forever to get that, wouldn't it? Because you're like, oh, I'm not going to go to Krenel until I get my bottle. Right,
Yeah,
it's the ocarina.
Kind of a good reason to always try route in that one check, because even if you don't have a bottle, that could always be something important. But yeah, it looks like Hendrus is now also heading towards Minish Woods, so...
I like Hendrus's play just now. That actually works. He wasn't avoiding Minish Woods. He was just making sure that he did the south field first, and then routed to the entrance of Cave of Flames because he the entrance to Krenel because it's kind of an out of the way location. But since he has the ocarina, he went right to Lake Hylia and then used that to go to Minish Woods fast. So what he did does make sense.
Yeah, and having picked up that ocarina already is gonna make it a bit faster for him. Looks
Alright,
like
we got
no Cave of
managed.
Flames, no Palace this seed.
Okay. Are we going to see, like last seed, the Castor Wildkin Stones in Palace?
I mean, I'd hope not. It's... Would be nice to actually have non-required Palace be not required.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, Pikapals making use of the mitts and the cape. I mean, honestly, if you just picked up your mitts and your cape right next to
that's just screams Lake Hylia Treasure Cave.
You have to go to Lake Hylia and do this cave. Come on. All right, Hendrus is in Minish Village. He's gonna be absolutely shocked by the cave and the flippers.
Yeah, So do you think he's gonna go back through Minish Woods and get those digging caves first, or is he just gonna flew to Lake Hylia and get Treasure Cave first and then do those on the way back down?
Oh, when he picks up the mitts just now, he's gonna quick warp and if I were him, I would backtrack through Minish Woods.
Yeah, I guess you have to go up to the portal anyways, and then it's not that
just...
much further to the digging cave. Especially since he saw the bomb bag that he also needs to pick up on the way.
Yeah, exactly. And remote bombs as well, like...
Remote bombs were at the first chest in Minish Woods, yeah. They both have those.
Early Templar Droplets dive, yep. Yeah,
you can just go to the first room.
Hello.
I guess with having the Gust Jar, they could do more in Temple of Droplets than just the first rupee path. If they so chose. But yeah, I wouldn't expect them to go through the vanilla path this early. Like, you kind of want to find your lamp before you go further in Temple of Droplets.
Yeah, no, it's not worth doing it. Yeah, sure, you can activate your blue warp, but there's a lot of faster checks you can do first, which are going to possibly have your lantern, and it will just completely...
yeah. Like, if they already had Red Sword, it would be a kind of different argument, because you could just do a lot more, like, finish the dungeon, except for the underwater pod item.
Yeah, exactly. If you have your red sword but no lantern, you could do everything except for Octo, You'll be able to get the blue warp. So then, as soon as you get the lantern, bam, you can go back to Templar droplets and just use the warps to go directly to the boss super fast. But yeah, Pikapals is making a play into droplets. Oh, Hendrus is doing Librari, making use of that ocarina that picked up.
Yeah, I mean, it's an early advantage he got. Might as well chase it. Didn't have anything though.
Yeah, unfortunately just jumped. Yeah, it looks like Pikapals picked up a Castor Wildskin stone in the Lake Hylia Cape Cave. So he's
okay,
got
so that's... So it's not the first 6 skin stones are not required this seed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's somewhat reassuring, at least.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see a grip ring at all this seed. That would be nice. Yeah, if we just see the cane, no grip ring, great. You can avoid a lot of the slow route in Mount Crenel.
Yeah, though...
And completely avoid Veil Falls and Cloud Tops and Palace of Winds.
I mean, if they manage that, that would be very good for them, but... Do you really think they're not going to see the grip ring? Like, there's both the Beanstalk on Mount Crenel and the Upper Rupee Cave on Veil Falls that just have a lot of items.
Oh!
There's the lantern! Okay, you keep going.
Oh, the sword!
There's a sword.
Where's the seed?
So, what do you think? Is there another sword in here? Can they just finish this section?
Yeah, no, you do it. Well, no, to be honest, it's so unlikely that there's going to be another sword, but, yeah, Templar Droplets, it's got a sword. That's its slogan.
Yeah, a sword and lantern in Temple of Droplets, that's really good.
Yeah, that was huge.
I don't think Hendrus is gonna avoid this, so he should be going to drop this as well.
Hopefully Hendrus doesn't avoid it. Though it would be completely understandable if they do. You don't really want to go into Temple of Droplets without your lantern. But if
yeah,
you're
but
in the area,
you kind of do want to get that first ruby path, even without your lantern. And
you
exactly
want
for
to
this
get
kind
that
of
first
reason.
route. Yeah, exactly.
But now looks like he is fluting somewhere. Oh, just fluting back to the lake. Okay.
Yeah, they went into Lon Lon, so they when they quick warped, it put them.
Yeah, I guess they didn't check the Lon Lon area first to know that they didn't have to go there.
Yeah, the first. I don't know what I was going to say.
Okay. But yeah, I would expect him to just go into Temple of Droplets here, which just looks like that's what he's going to do, so...
Sword on Electric Boogaloo.
Okay, just set the quick warp here, is gonna check the Waveblade hard piece, then quick warp back there.
Yeah, push the block, check all the things here. That makes sense. I think the shrink animation's pretty slow, though.
Doesn't need to talk to Waveblade yet. Not quite healthy enough for that.
Yeah, no, I just completely had a brain freeze. I was just like, wait, what am I saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
we are fairly low on hearts, but we also haven't... I guess we have checked a kind of lot of stuff, but... Yeah, it's... kind of low health for dipping into droplets. but I'm sure they'll manage. Like,
Oh, there's another kinstone.
looks like our tracker saw another caster kinstone there, so. But Pikapals marked the Cloud Tops one, so.
There's a wallet. Okay. Ah.
There's another wallet for. Yeah, it's the second one, right? Hendrus also has one, so.
Yes, it is.
One more wallet to go for that Tingle trophy.
Yeah. Yes, this is one of the reasons why you want to practice Temple of Droplets on low health, because you get a race like this that has logical progression early in Temple of Droplets before you get a chance to get any, like, they came in here after getting only 1 extra heart since they started the seed.
Yeah, they do have a
You don't
bottle
want to
though.
die.
If they feel like they need more health, they can go grab a fairy somewhere.
Yeah, the problem is fairies are really hard to get in Lake Hylia. There are no guaranteed fairy drops in Lake Hylia. The closest ones are, if you have the boots, you can bonk into a tree in North Hyrule Field.
Yeah, I guess it would be easier for Hendrus since he can just flute, say, to South Hyrule Field and get one
Honestly, I think the only guaranteed the only guaranteed fairy that Pikapals will be able to get is that. Yeah, no, it's in the tree in North Hyrule Field. There's that tree off to the side that you go inside of, and there's a fairy fountain down there.
Yeah, which would be a bit out of the way.
Yeah, it would take like a minute to go all the way there and back to Temple of Droplets.
So you would need to have planned that out a bit more before.
Oh, there's
the last wallet!
There's all the wallets!
That gives us access to the Tingle trophy. Can't turn it in yet, of course.
No cane, though.
Yeah, no cane to turn it in, but... Yeah, there's a
Yes.
Tingle trophy on the 600 item.
Yeah, everything else is junk. I haven't been seeing dungeon items. I think we got a map for Temple of Droplets, didn't we?
We might have. I didn't pay enough
I think
attention
it was
to
in the
that.
first rupee path. And we saw compass as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what you're saying is going into Blue 2 when you're passing it here is a reasonable play?
Well, I don't think Hendrus has seen the compass yet.
Okay. Oh, you did have it apparently. So.
Oh, if you did have it, well, if you've got your map and compass before you get to that area, the Bluetooth, just do the Bluetooth fight. Because you
Yeah, with the gas jar as early as it was, that's.
Yeah. How long does the fight take? 1 minute, 20 seconds. Sure, it's a fairly long check, but it takes so much longer to get back here later on in the seed. I'd do it.
Yeah, I think I would.
But I also play this game incredibly conservatively. I
might not have even paid enough attention to know that I had the map and compass at that point, though. Like,
I'll do a map check. You just check your map. It takes
yeah, sure.
Okay, graveyard key in the bell. And we will be looking for the boots as well, because we want to... Royal Crypt is a required dungeon.
Yeah, we're going to need most of the major items except kinstones with how the dungeons are laid out.
Oh yeah, that's something that a lot of people don't realise. When you first talk to Simon, he says, "Would you like to know about the this place?"
Yeah,
And
would you
everyone
like to
always
hear
goes,
about
"Yes."
us or something
And then
like that?
he just spills on for ages about explaining it.
Yeah,
Because
completely
you
optional
know-
dialogue.
Yeah, if you say no, he just immediately then asks, "Oh, do you want to give it a go?" And then yeah, it saves time if you press no first and then press yes.
And yeah, I got a butterfly out of there, so elected to save that instead of saves going it away. And it looks like that was the bow butterfly, so completely understandable choice.
Did Hendrus hand in their mushroom?
I believe he did, yeah. Like he handed that in pretty much immediately after getting it.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, because Pikapals still hasn't gone to South Hyrule Field. He's still
Yeah, they still haven't done the Ruby Cave there.
It's 23 minutes in, and he still hasn't done the first Ruby Cave.
That's a bit weird.
Very questionable.
Like, he just did Simons before the Ruby Cave.
There's 50 items in there, and you're going to avoid it for 23 minutes?
Maybe he just forgot about it. I don't know. It would be really weird if he forgot about that, like...
But they do know that the underwater pot has an item in Templar Droplets, so they might have to come back later with the flippers.
I mean, they will have to come back later for the element, so... If they find flippers before the red sword, that will not be a problem.
Oof, Pikapal's getting trolled by that white cuckoo. He went a bit too fast with the when he was rolling behind the white cuckoo, because the white cuckoo moves quite slowly. If you roll to catch up with it, you normally overtake it, and then it starts running back the other way.
Yeah, but it managed the game just fine, so...
Oh,
Got a book on it! Okay.
Andrew.
Andrew with a book?
Andrew's been reading. Yeah, Hendrus making their way through the basement. They're gonna get their wallets here. I think is that 9? Yeah, so Hendrus
That's the
is
last
on-
wallet for Hendrus, yeah.
Yeah, he's got his max size wallet, so he can buy the last item in the shop, which is the Tingle Trophy.
Yeah, probably not gonna hurry about that since he will need cane before that becomes useful, so can just wait until he picks up enough rupees on the way.
Hendrus, no. Okay. Yeah, he realised he was going the right way. He panicked for a moment and started going back the wrong way. Yeah, Pikapal's getting these town checks done. Not a bad shout. I'd go to Low Krenel now, actually. Instead of
I'd go to South Hyrule Field 10 minutes ago.
Oh, God, yeah.
But apart from that, yeah, Krenel is probably the next step.
Obviously, you do Karlov. Karlov is a very fast check, and he's got...
Has another Cloud Top Skinstone.
Yep.
Looks like he's actually doing minute checks here, so...
Yeah. I don't know, it could really pay off for Pikapals if they do it.
It could.
There's 3 items here that they can get. Oh, they're not going to the top of this...
Wait, they skipped the shop attic?
Yeah, they're skipping the shop attic. No,
Oh,
I
he
don't think
didn't push the bookcase, maybe? Yeah, okay.
I thought he did right at the start. The first thing he did was go into there and push it.
I'm not sure. And looks like Hendrus did go back to Blue Chew.
Yeah. Going for great spin on the fight. I've not time.
Yeah, is Great Spin faster on the Chews, or
I want to
is it
say
the same?
it's exactly the same.
It's the same, okay.
Yeah.
So it just looks nicer, feels better. I don't know.
He stood on the wrong side there, he wanted to be on the right hand side.
Pikapals finally going to the Southern Rupee Cave here.
Getting the Veil Fool's Kinstone and the mushroom.
Yeah, it didn't have anything important this seed, but... Like, if that was another sword there, he would probably be kicking himself, like... Yeah, did Pikapals do Blue Chew while he was here?
No, Pikapals didn't. They skipped it.
Okay, so this is a new one, but it's just money. Which
no, it doesn't.
helps towards getting that Tingle trophy.
Oh, okay. Pikapals didn't push the block. The
Okay,
but they're doing it now.
Yeah, so he's gonna go do more mistakes now. Whereas Hendrus is probably gonna check some quick town checks, like the bell here, and he might go to Swiftblade.
Yeah. I don't know. If I was Hendrus,
He's gonna go to Karlov.
I'd do some very quick checks. Okay, he's doing Simon.
Looks like he's doing Simons as well.
Yeah. Hendrus doesn't need to get the Din's charm to do.
Yeah, he has Great Spin and White Sword, so...
Yeah, that's it. The Din's charm doesn't speed up the fight once you have Great Spin with the green sword. Yeah, exactly, Nimbus.
Well, we don't know that he's using it for Simons. He might just be picking it up.
Yeah,
he does
maybe.
have 2 bottles, so he can just keep that and still have another one for water or stuff like that when he needs it. And there's Pikapals also picking up his last wallet.
Pikapals is going to Krenel though.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I wouldn't have done as many of the town chicks as they did, but yeah, definitely going to Krenel now seems like the right play.
I mean, it seems like the only play, right? Is there much of a choice?
Did he do the Beanstalk?
Eastern Hills Beanstalk.
In Eastern Hills, because that's where the Ocarina is.
I guess he did
No,
not
he
then.
Oof. Yeah. Not great. I would have done that. Yeah, when he was in Southfield, what I would have done was gone to, Eastern Hills, and then you go into the backside of Minish Woods.
Yeah, would also have Bellari open to them.
And there's a sword. Right,
There's
he's
a
gonna
sword, so he's just...
Pikapals, go! Come on, go to Western Woods!
Nope, looks like he wants to keep going.
Yeah. Maybe you'll get the bottle here and then quick warp. That might be a shout.
The bottle is... you would get the bottle after you quick pop.
No, sorry, I mean, he's gonna get the hot spring water.
Okay, yeah, he might fill his bottle here, sure.
Yeah, fill the bottle with hot spring water, quick warp.
There's a jab on that. So, that makes Depot Shrine completable.
Pikapals, come on! Quick warp, go!
He just keeps going.
Why do you not leave at that point?
I mean, if you were gonna leave, you would have left after the red sword, right?
Yeah, how many more items do you want to get down here before you leave? Right, Hendrus is on his tail. I think Hendrus might leave as soon as he gets...
Hendrus will leave with the red sword. I fully expect him to. Let's just check density.
Yeah, he's doing it. Yeah, he's leaving.
He's just out of here. which he's gonna have to come, maybe have to come back for that Jabbernet.
Though I do feel for Hendrus though, because I do remember playing a seed where I had to quintuple dip Mount Krenel because there was constantly items there. So I grabbed one. I was like, great, you bail, you go and use that somewhere else, and it's like I've full cleared everywhere else, back to Krenel, found my next item, leave.
It's not that bad, right?
It is pretty bad. It was one of my worst seeds done.
Yeah, but I mean,
that was Cloud Tops for Hendrus.
there's a grip ring.
Oh, what for Pikapals? No!
Yes, there was a grip ring there. So
That was the grip ring was in the same spot as it was for my seed when I had to quintuple dip here. And then there was a bow.
do you want that grip ring? Like if there's nothing else on the mountain and...
No, I don't want the grip ring.
Like, Hendrus might not have to come back to Krenel if he finds the flipper somewhere else.
Yeah, if he does find a flipper somewhere else, then yeah, Krenel could be completely avoidable and Pikapals is on a red herring.
Almost completely avoidable. You do need that sword.
Yeah. I mean...
But that's...
avoidable from this point on for Hendrus.
Yeah. Which I don't really expect to have nothing.
I don't expect
But
that. I mean...
he can still just get some other checks. Like...
Yeah, you don't want to be putting off Grey Blade for a while either. But you don't know that. You're kind of like, I don't want to go to Krenel until I get my grip ring. But grip ring's there. Same thing with Lantern. Don't want to go to Temple of Droplets without Lantern. Lantern's there.
Yeah, this...
Oh, don't want to go to Caster Wilds without my bow. Bow's gonna be there.
I mean, that's standard, right?
Is that all 5? That is all 5.
Looks like it's all Cloudtop Skinstones. And we know where the grip ring is, so...
Yep.
Need just some more swords for Palace Axis.
Alright, Hendrus is going for Caster. Oh.
I mean, this could work.
Yeah. I
don't know
have
what
no idea
Caster
what
has.
I'm doing in Hendrus's position right now. You just bailed out of Cave of Flames. Sorry, yeah, out of Lower Krenel.
I mean, yeah, you bailed out of Lower Krenel,
Yeah,
but you
okay.
weren't that far in. Like, it's... not like you went up to,
Yeah.
like, the Beanstalk and have to go back for Hermit Cave or something. You just checked the ferry there.
Pikapals, however, does not have the Ocarina yet. They have left it in the Beanstalk by Link's house. Something you really shouldn't be leaving for
I'd
a
be
long
interested
time.
to see if he just keeps going here until he goes to Cave of Flames.
Oh!
There's the cane! That's gonna point Hendrus kind of back towards... Well, it's gonna point him towards Tingle first.
Yeah, Hendrus is going to get a big advantage if Pikapals goes the vanilla way round Cave of Flames. I wouldn't really do that if I was Pikapals.
I wouldn't do that,
Your career.
but he has been kind of just doing every check on his way so far.
Yeah,
So he might do that.
he has done everything. But going up here is definitely a good idea, though. Getting the getting this Beanstalk. Yeah, he doesn't have the Ocarina. That's the thing.
Yeah, it looks like Hendrus is going towards Southern Vale Falls.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this is good. Follow
Making
the
use of the cane. I mean, I would have done the
Yeah,
Tingle Trophy first if you were gonna do cane checks, but...
Ooh, not really anything for Pikapals.
Yeah, just Sword Beam, which is not really that
You
helpful.
might be right. Grip Ring might have been a red herring here in.
I do like Hendrus' chances better here. Like, the cane is gonna... If he doesn't find anything else from that cane, he's gonna want to go back to Mount Krenel. And then he's gonna find his grip ring and Jabbernet, and...
You know what? If I was Hendrus right now and I've got all of my Cloudtops kinstones, if I get the grip ring, I'm going up Cloudtops.
Yeah, no, you just... I think you go and do the fusions and get the wind trap checks at that point, right?
Yeah, exactly. That you can do a lot of stuff in one go there. Yeah, Pikapals does bail.
Okay.
Yeah, that does make sense. Hendrus going back into Temple of Droplets. They're gonna get it done. You know,
right.
He's out of the way.
He hasn't picked up his red sword, so he's gonna go to Octo.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
no, this does make sense. With your red sword, the dungeon's now fully completable. You don't have your you don't have the flippers, so there's one item you can't get. But
yeah, he does also know that's an item, so that would maybe be the one reason to delay this a bit further.
yeah,
But it doesn't really get much faster, and there is one item on Octo that you're gonna have to pick up. So
yeah, exactly. On Octo might have something. What? Octo's gonna have a sword? It's a myth. I've off Octo for too long.
I mean, if Octo has a sword, you're not it's not that bad if you pull it off. You're gonna probably just do it before you go on a long 4-sword hunt. Like, if Octo has a sword here, that gives us palace access. I don't know if that's...
Oh, God. Yeah, Octo is such a huge time sink for Hendrus, but it's required. He's not really losing any time. It's just
No, he's not. Like, the only time he maybe loses is the time he took him to get into droplets if he has to come back here for the underwater pot item.
Yeah, Pikapals, he's just, you're paying the time price of Octo earlier than later. You have to pay it in at some point. Pikapals is going to have to be paying that at a later point. 10 hearts. Oh, is the hash going to be the profit? Is it going to tell us? Oh, those fire bars are awful.
I mean, they always are, right?
Yeah, I know they're pretty bad. Those fire bars that go along the ground, you can't roll through them. But the fire bars that spin around a central point, in like Dark Hole Castle and stuff like that, you can roll through those ones. It's really weird.
Yeah, I guess they're just completely different things in terms of how the game treats them. Like, they both look like fire and both set you on fire, but that's probably where the similarities end.
Yeah, I don't know if it affects RNG at all. Ooh, Hendrus nearly gets that jump. Yeah, this one's a bit of a tricky jump. You don't want to run up to it. You want to stand as far... You want to inch your way over the water as much as possible and then do just a diagonal down left jump. Yeah, Hendrus is too far to the right there. So he's getting caught on that block. You can actually move really close to the water before you fall in. There we go. Yeah, you nearly had it there. They're perfect. You want to stand there and then just jump down left. Bam! That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Pro gamer moment.
Guess that jump would be the other reason to maybe delay until flippers. Coming here, but
it's not that hard. When you know how to do it, you get it every time.
Yeah. Just if you haven't practiced it, which maybe he hasn't because it took him a couple of tries.
It's not something that you would practice. You don't need to practice.
Well,
you just
no,
need to know
not
how
practice,
to do it.
but just like familiar, like go there, do it once or twice, and I mean, it's probably at about the same level of difficulty as Cane Skip, and that's something that people would maybe practice once.
It's definitely easier because there's no timing for this one. You can, as soon as you set up, you can.
Yeah, sure, but like,
yeah,
I don't know. There's more precise positioning instead, like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess the pixel alignments are maybe slightly tighter than the platform jump in Palace of Winds, but I'll definitely say the Palace of Winds one's harder because the hard thing's the timing.
Yeah, no, like that one requires timing, though I think it's relatively lenient still, like on
Yeah,
both
it is.
timing and positioning. So you just have to know to wait enough. That's guess the other possible reason to delay Octo would be if you know the manip and want to wait for a shield and boots.
Yeah, he's got neither of them. Yeah, or you wait till I figure out the manip without either of them.
Well, sure, but that's not really a strategy for when you're inside a match.
Yeah, I just gotta sit here, wait for Myth to come up with a manip, and then I'll do it.
Like, there is a 24-hour time limit on this race. So when are you going to come up with that manip then? I mean, yeah, you're doing a lot of stuff already, so...
Yeah, I already said I wanted to do a guide for something this weekend. Like, I saw someone do something and it was like, why haven't I made a guide for this yet?
Huh.
Bluesy, it was with you. What did I say I was going to make the guide for?
You don't even know anymore.
Just calling
There's
out.
no guide coming. I mean, figuring out a new Octo manip without shield, no boots, and making a guide for that works, right?
I can. It's going to take a lot of effort to, figure out if it's even possible, then find a consistent way of doing it, and then figuring out a way of explaining how to do it. Yeah, it's tingle time.
Yeah, that's... I mean, you got all of your wallets quite early, and you got the cane just now. That screams tingle to me. Like, I completely understand going for this. Especially since he hasn't even done these checks around here yet. And he's gonna go follow this up into Eastern Hills, find his ocarina, probably go check the Managed Woods Southern entrance checks.
What does Octo have, though?
Okay.
No! The prophecy was foretold! The hash had the Lon Raj key!
So we just read it wrong. This wasn't Waveblade. It was Lononki on Octo.
Oh, we haven't checked Waveblade, have we?
I don't think we have, no.
No,
Hendrus doesn't have enough health yet, and Pikapals hasn't been there since picking up that many hearts.
Yeah, Pikapals just hit 10 hearts, so they want to do it soon.
I mean, there's a couple of things Pikapals wants to do soon. Like picking up that ocarina.
Yeah, win the game. You want
Well, sure. I guess Pikapals does have access to Upper Vale Falls if they chose to go there.
Yeah. Honestly, like... Without Ocarina, yes, because you can,
Yeah, you can get out the fusion and take the warp down from the Wind Tribe home.
Yeah, exactly. 47 minutes checking this beanstalk is way too long. You can't leave it this long. Yeah, there's.
I mean,
Ocarina.
better
It's
late
just
than never. But yeah, that's very
Hendrus has had that
Ocarina.
for like 40 minutes longer than Pikapals. Okay. Alright. Hendrus is
Yeah, with
It's
remote
still-
bombs, this isn't that much slower anymore. Like, it gets a bit faster if you can do it from the south, right? But
Yeah, if you have one more sword, then you can do it the fast way. But yeah, with remote bombs, it's basically the same speed, I guess. Oh, that's something we haven't seen. Bellari and...
yeah, no, this is the first time.
Oh!
There's flippers on Bellari? What is the seed? So that's
It's a boomerang
yet
and...
another way of accessing Deepwood Shrine.
Yeah. Optional nut, not like this. Yeah, no, I was gonna say, don't go to Minish. You don't really want to go to the back end of Minish Woods until you get the flippers,
Well,
so that you can do
but
that.
you have Ocarina, so you can just activate the Wind Crest there, and when you have flippers, you can go back and get these checks.
Yeah, but Pikapals didn't have the flippers until now, and then now they got the Ocarina. They're like, okay, right, getting this
Yeah,
is
sure,
a
but
good idea.
like,
And a
you
shield.
should have picked up that Ocarina earlier. So
Yeah. Hendrus really wants to have done this already.
yeah, it looks like Hendrus is now spending a bit more time on town. But yeah,
Oh, Pikapals taking...
I think another reason for Pikapals to come this way is that he did have the Jabbernet,
Yeah, he did have the Jabbernet, that is right.
which Hendrus doesn't. But if he comes here anyways, he is gonna find his flippers, so that would work out nicely for him.
So yeah, everything in Krenel could be avoidable. It just depends what Pikapals might find in Veiled Fools if they decide to go there.
Yeah, it depends on where it falls or if there's anything in Cave of Flames.
Ooh, is it boss locked? have,
This was was this the second check he's done, or?
Yeah, it was the first check. Was the boss key? He
Nice.
didn't do the other one. So yeah, but you know, do the boss now. There's no
Yeah,
reason
no.
why you
You
shouldn't.
do have the Gust Jar, it's an element. There's no reason not to do the boss. But yeah, it looks like Hendrus is now going towards the southern entrance to Minish Woods.
Yeah, okay, so I understand Hendra saying, like, they want to do a couple of town checks when they, you know, when they go back to town, because you always have to route through town to get to somewhere else, you know, grab a couple of Minish checks on the, grab a few town checks on the way
Yeah,
through.
it makes you not often town checks forever, which is definitely something that you don't want to do.
Right, Hendrus is here in Minish Woods.
Yeah, gonna
be
pick up
great.
his flippers here and then...
Yeah, some Fury swipes on Bellari there.
Yeah, Pikapals did get done with his first element on Green Shoe.
And it had a small key. Yeah, it was boss locked, the dungeon.
Okay, yeah.
So... Oh, Hendrus, no! Hendrus takes a death. It's not too bad, but
It's not
yeah,
too bad, but still, like... I think I would have set the quick warp at Minish Village here before going to the Flipper's Cave, so... But yeah. He's gonna just go back here and...
Yeah, that really
maybe 40
points out
seconds or
how
so.
bad the seed's been for health. They've just not been picking up any heart pieces or containers for such a long time.
Yeah, it's usually not something you have to worry about, but sometimes He just doesn't give you refills.
Yeah, that's what the hash meant with the hearts, is like, you're not getting these.
Yeah. But did get it on the second try there, so...
And I think the Ocarina was pointing out to Pikapals as like, you get your Ocarina. Yeah, Hendrus is following Pikapals into Deepwood Shrine. You know what? They are actually pretty evenly paced right now. Hendrus has done Octo.
Well, yeah,
Pikapals
Hendrus has done
hasn't.
Octo, which is like the main advantage he has at the moment.
I would say they're neck and neck right now. Because the amount of time it takes for Pikapals to go and do Octo... actually, no, it would put Pikapals behind Hendrus. I think Hendrus has a slight lead.
Yeah, I would say Hendrus has a slight lead. The advantage Pikapals has is that grip ring, but... we don't know if that leads to anything, though.
It won't take
But
long.
unlikely that it does, and...
Yeah.
Yeah, but even, like, if the grip ring locks our next progression on Wave Force or something, Hendrus is gonna be going to pick that up probably soon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Pikapals will have the flippers going into Temple of Droplets. Hendrus does have to backtrack if they want to check that.
Yeah, but that's like a single check, it's...
It's
It could have something, but I don't really expect it to.
Yeah, it's just Temple of Droplets is completely done, and there's nothing else in the vicinity. That's all. I guess you could sequence break to see if anything's boot locked.
Yeah, though he has already gone through to Library Cabin, right?
Yeah, he has already, but
I guess with the
Oh,
cape it's not too
Pikapals
slow to go back there.
yeah, Pikapals hasn't, and he's got Wave Blade. Actually, I don't know if Pikapals right now if I would want to go and do Temple of Droplets now and do the sequence break in Lake Hylia, or if I wanted to go up Fail Falls and.
I think I would go up Wave Force in his position, but...
Yeah, there's just so much there, and it doesn't take that long to go through.
Found another book inside Deepwood Shrine, so that might lead to something. And from him skipping the basement, I would guess it had the compass?
Yeah.
So that's everything inside Deepwood.
Yeah, some good dungeon logic understanding there. Yeah, you can get quite a decent time save in Deepwood by just figuring out, okay, that item is junk and having to just being able to skip it. Yeah, Pikapal's checking the school garden, and
I think Hendrus has been here, right?
yeah, Hendrus has already been here as well.
So-
The school roof.
Just both doing checks the other has done at this point.
I didn't see what was it locked behind the Force Sword, but I think
I'm not sure, but... I'm sure Chad would have pointed it out if it was something. Okay, yeah. Nothing behind the unvisible spot there. Pikapals is now going to the southern Lorville Falls. Hendrus has... No, which of them has been here? Hendrus must have been here.
Hendrus went here earlier.
But he didn't have flippers at the time, so
Yeah,
there's
no flippers.
one check here that he couldn't have done.
Where's Bo? Yeah. Yeah, so what do we need for go mode? Like, 2 swords, the boots, the bow, and the 2 kinstones.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so that's
not
6
that
items
much.
for go mode, about an hour in.
So yeah, Pikapals going towards northern wavefords now, probably going to climb here. After getting the digging cave. Reason to put off cloud tops. Well, Hendrus doesn't have his grip ring to actually be able to go there. And for Pikapals, I guess he just cleared out stuff on the way. Like,
Yeah, no, honestly, for Pikapals, it's just because they've got better stuff to do.
he's going up to wavefords now, and
Yeah.
I would keep going into cloud tops there, most likely. What could he find that would put him away from that? Like,
No, you
I guess if you find the sword and boots, you just do it later, but...
Yeah, you're pretty annoyed that you've got all of your Veilfuls and Cloudtop's kinstones, like, straight away, but at the same time, you do want to make use of them and go and check them, because there's a lot of items up here. Pikapals is
Yeah, you just hope it's not in Palace. That's...
Yeah. Yeah, you're just hoping that nothing required is in Palace, but, you know, early access to Wind Tribe, that's pretty good. Wind Tribe's got a lot of stuff you want to go
Yeah,
check.
Wind Tribe's nice to have access to. It's just that it always comes with that annoying Palace thing if it's not required.
Alright, what's in here? Money. Money, money, money. Lots of money. Right, so Veilfuls was a bust. Well, actually,
So-
there's 2 more.
There's too much X here, and then there's... Well, there's more money here. So one more check and wavefords, and then there's Cloud Tops, which is... I don't actually know how many checks, but...
I think that's where the logic expected you to go to get the Tingle Trophy.
I mean, we did find more than enough money otherwise
Yeah.
elsewhere. Like, they didn't farm for money or anything, they just got a couple thousand rupees on the way.
Yeah, who knew that the Rupee Mania spots would have rupees on them?
So, yeah. Is this even randomized, right?
Yeah, we haven't had any vanilla items in a while. Where it's like, is this even randomized?
I mean, no important vanilla items. Some of those rupees were definitely vanilla.
Oh, it's been ages since I've been able to full clear cloud tops in one go.
Yeah, it doesn't usually happen, does it?
No, not at all. You normally have to dip. You go do the items and then come back later with the fusions. But yeah, doing it all in one go is pretty nice. Oh,
yeah,
we did
the
have...
only thing that's better than doing it all in one go is not doing it at all.
Yeah. Which is why they were, you know, putting it off for so long, because hopefully you don't have to do it at all. But
Yeah, but at this point there's Cave of Flames as an alternative, I think.
yeah. The moat...
Which...
yeah,
Yeah, there's some... Like, there's the moat, there's the fountain, there's some various checks spread around, but in terms of somewhat denser locations, this was definitely the densest.
Alright, Hendrus. What's Hendrus doing? Hendrus is going to Krenel.
which is where he needs to go, probably. Like, at this point, we expect it in Cloudtops, right?
Yeah, he does have the cane right now, which is good. He's going to go through the rest of this stuff. He's going to find his grip ring, which may not be great. Pikapals hasn't found anything important.
He hasn't found anything yet, but there's also not much else available. And there's still Wind Tribe behind this.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a yet. Is Pikapals going to find anything in Wind Tribe? Because grip ring could be just a huge red herring right now that's just going to give nothing.
Yeah, but if it's not anywhere locked behind grip ring, what's it gonna be? Like...
Cave of
Flippers
Flames.
checks? Yeah, Cave of Flames, I guess, okay.
And then, yeah, just there's a bunch of overworld flippers checks that they've not done. Because, yeah, you want to prioritize item density, whereas the flippers things are just all spread out, and so it takes a while to go get there. Go for the item dense stuff. Ooh, Hendrus! Ooh, that was
Okay, there's a bow there, which is a required item, but it might not be that bow is required.
Yeah, there are 2 bows in logic.
So at this point, finding another bow up here would mean that a grip ring is required, but that
Hey,
first bow
Hayden,
doesn't...
you're up. You were supposed to comm the previous match. It's
5
it's
hours
been
ago.
4 hours.
But he is up in time for his own race, which is probably more important.
Oh yeah, him and Dax will be doing their race soon.
Yeah, I think it's just on an hour until they start, and then 15 minutes after that on stream, though there is no restream for that match. But yeah, there's Hendrus grip ring, which is the kind of spot where, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna keep this hot
I
spring
guess
water.
I'm not going to be using my not going to be using my bottle of hot spring water today. Right, Pikapals has done Cloudtops. Didn't get anything apart from the bow. Is now doing Wind Tribe, seeing if we get anything. You know, he's got some scrolls here. Might be.
Looks like he's at 6 scrolls from his own tracker, so not
Yeah,
yet.
it might be Swiftblade
Swiftblade
first. He forgot Greggle too. Oh no.
See. Oh, had he not done Gregor before?
Wait, he did do it.
I mean, he talked to
yeah,
Gregor. Had he not
they
done Gregor
both-
1 before?
They did Greggle 1 at the beginning.
Yeah, he did that like really early, so...
Yeah,
He
they got their Gust Jar first item, so...
Yeah, no, they got Gregor 1 done on the first visit to Wind Tribe, which...
Okay, right, he did do Greggle 2. Yeah,
no,
so
he definitely
nothing,
talked to Gregor there, so he did do that.
nothing in Vale Falls, Cloudtops, or Wind Tribe. The grip rings are red herring.
Huh. Yeah, that's...
Alright, Francois is restreaming the Dax and Hayden match, so...
So there's a French restream for that one, if you want to check that out. I don't know if we have a French restream for this current match, or... That would... I know there was one for the earlier one, but...
Right, Hendrus is in Cave of Flames.
Which
Gonna
we
see
know
what's
is
in here.
the most likely place for progression to be. But yeah, it sets this quick pop there, it's gonna head up to the beanstalk first.
No, I
That's-
like that from Hendrus. Check those first 5 items out. They're so fast, you just bam, you can see them straight away, and then you can go do some other stuff.
Yeah, especially with Cave of Flames not required, you're not guaranteed that you're going to be going through the dungeons, so just poking your nose into the beginning. Okay, that is 7 scrolls for Pikapals now.
But that's a 7th scroll out of logic.
Yeah, that is an out of logic one, but we can do that. We can go and check Swiftblade out of logic
We can
as well.
go check Swiftblade the first, but
If that has anything, it's not going to have the boots, but
well, it might
it
still
could have the
another scroll somewhere. But
yeah. Yeah, Hendrus setting a save scum there for
the 2 checks through Milari Mines. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna save scum back to the beginning of Cave of Flames. Avoid having to do any backtracking through Malari's mines. That's quite nice. Yeah, so they're going to climb up the wall at Krenel and not going to find anything. I think there was another scroll at the top. I think, if I recall correctly, Pikapals found
Yeah,
a
there might
scroll
have
on the
been.
big
There was something not really important there. Like either. Yeah, it might have been another scroll.
Honestly, Caster Wilds, they've put it off for so long. There's a
We
lot
have seen
there.
some of Castor, right?
Yeah, Hendrus did a quick dip and just grabbed the fast checks, which were the the Dark Nerds, the Mitz Cave, and the South Cave.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess it's.
Oh, was it Pikapals? Okay. I thought it was Hendrus.
I'm not sure. Maybe they both did. But yeah, Pika having now the bow and flippers could go back there. Do some more.
Oh, Pika did everything he did. Oh, did he do some Minish checks? I didn't notice. Okay.
Okay, so we have seen everything but the bow locked and flippers locked checks. So all the Minish checks except the
Yeah,
water
except
cave.
for hiking. Okay. Alright, so there isn't that much in Caster then.
I mean, that's still there's the 2 northern bow lock checks. There's the 1
Yeah, six
upper
or
bow lock
seven.
checked, and there's the 2 checks at hiking. Am I forgetting something? Oh, there's 3 checks at the top. Yeah, but yeah, 6 checks in Castor. Which I guess our next progression item kind of has to be the bow. I guess the sword would put a couple things in logic.
Yeah,
boots
no,
and
I'd be doing this if I was Pikapals, not already. If you haven't already done Octo.
Yeah, no, he has the flippers. There's really nothing that makes this better. Okay, there was another bottle up here, but yeah. Nothing important for Hendrus. Let's see if he decides to go into Cave of Flames here.
Pikapals
flips
is going
away.
for the glitchless strat. Does get it. You basically just create your clones straight away and don't bother. You don't bother pushing the ice block first. You create your clones and then you push the ice block when you have your clones up, and it is a bit tight with the timing.
So yeah, looks like Hendrus is also going to head up Wayfords, maybe? Might just check the mode instead?
Yeah, moat. Do that. Hasn't been checked. Oh, and this cave as well. This cave hasn't been checked. Is that another spin?
That was Rockbreaker.
Oh, it's Rockbreaker, right.
Yeah, Steinspalter is Rockbreaker. So.
Oh!
There's a sword!
Okay. Right, Hendrus finding some progression.
That unlocks pillar in town and like the few checks on the way to graveyard?
Yeah, I would go to graveyard though.
And palace. Oh god.
Oh no! No, not palace. Oh no, Hendrus! No! Oh, poor Hendrus is
I
gonna
mean,
have
it
to go
could
to
be in
palace.
palace.
Yeah, he's at the bottom of Vale Falls. He's gonna go all the way up Vale Falls Cloud Tops and get nothing. And then just be like, I guess I'm going into Palace. Yeah,
Yeah, we
Hendrus
do have-
just took the lead there with that find.
Yeah, it just depends on what he makes with it. Like,
It depends how
I
long
do
it's
like
gonna
that
take
his
Pete
file
House.
name is oh no. Like, just doing
Yeah.
the fusions there. Oh no.
Baron for Super Troll. Did you guys see Vale Falls? It was junk. It was all heart pieces.
Well, they're
It was-
talking about palace though.
Yeah, I know. And then Cloud Tops was also basically junk, except for the bow, which we don't know if it's our required bow or not.
Yeah, but it might very well be.
Yeah, it will probably see the bow in a bow locked chest in Caster or Fortress or something like that.
Roll attack there, so that's 7 scrolls for Hendrus, and his are all in logic, so.
Yeah, sure. If the bow is if the other bow is in Palace, then we were forced to come up here.
Yeah, if there's a bow, if there's kinstone, if there's boots here, if there's another sword here.
Pikapals does have the shield, doesn't have the boots though, so can't do the manip.
And gets a
I don't
smoke
think
sucker
it
there.
Manip though. They did the correct movement for the manip though. I think Pikapals has been practicing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect Hendrus to dive into Palace just yet here, but after that earlier match, he might just do that.
1 hour 15 going into non-required Palace of Winds?
I doubt it, yeah.
Question mark.
Look, it would be a play.
It would be a play and a half. If he finds anything in there, that would be GG for him. Honestly, I don't see Pikapals going to Palace anytime soon.
But if he finds something in there, and then dips out, and then there's something more in there.
Oh god, yeah, that would be awful.
But no, I would strongly expect him to go to Cave of Flames instead, if he wanted to dip in on a required dungeon.
Yeah, I don't know though. Like, Palace of Winds just seems like a big enough gamble that is worth taking.
Yeah, maybe. It's
It's a real screw it. I'm
Look up-
either going to absolutely obliterate this seed, or I'm gonna lose.
yeah.
Oh,
There's a
Pikapals finds his bow.
So that, on the one hand, that makes the Cloudtop's
Oh,
bow
no.
non-required. On the other hand,
that's
that
so
means
bad for
Hendrus won't have
Hendrus.
to go back there.
Yeah, Hendrus doesn't need to go back. But yeah, it does mean that Hendrus hasn't been able to avoid this area. It does mean that Cloudtops is currently avoidable.
Yeah, as far as we know, there's nothing required in Cloudtops. Could still be something in Palace.
Right, Pikapals is going to, do it. Get all of your town checks done. He's going to go into the fountain.
Seen the early Cave of Flames checks yet. I feel like I would, in his position, I would maybe go up there.
Yeah, going non-required Cave of Flames is... when there's nothing there, that's pretty bad.
Sure, but you have to go somewhere.
Yeah, Where do you go?
Well, it depends. Like, in Pikapals' position, I think I'm going Cave of Flames. In Hendrus' position, I might just go into Palace.
Yeah, honestly, like... if I was Hendrus as well... to know the bow would kind of make me want to leave there. Getting the bow is
yeah,
like,
I guess
okay, I'm gonna go
you found the
Caster.
bow and the flipper since you last went to Caster, so that's... Wind Tribe, then Caster, then see what you can do.
Yeah. I think this really does depend on how Hendrus is feeling about this. Does he feel like he's in the lead, or if he's behind? If he feels like he's behind, he might just go for it. He might just go into Palace. But if he's feeling confident and thinking I'm ahead, I'm getting some good checks here, then I don't think the other.
But would you really want to gamble on Palace here if you still got like Caster? Like, if you want to gamble, then okay, do hiking. That's a way smaller gamble. That.
Yeah, no, but I mean like big gamble. It's like,
yeah, like
I'm gonna lose this, and there's one required item at the end of Palace. I'm gonna go get that first.
Yeah, if you really feel that far behind, but I don't think he can feel that far behind here.
Yeah, there is no precedent in this game for going for a crazy gamble that pays off and wins you the match. It's all of the races have been decided by, like, just very consistent routing, and it's mainly whoever skips a place or puts it off for a very long time then loses because that was where their progression was.
Well. You clearly didn't see my first tournament match then.
Oh, well, okay, yeah.
Go inside Fortress.
Yeah, you went to Fortress without the bow, and then you found it there.
That's kind of on that category, right? I mean, it wasn't really because...
It was required, though.
Yeah, it was required Fortress, but...
I guess going there that early was a bit of a gamble.
I mean, I just forgot that I didn't have bow.
Oh, Pikapals, no. Did he do the first check in the moat and then leave?
Wait, what?
Did
No,
he
I
not
don't
get
think
the second
he
check?
has done moat yet. Has he?
No, he didn't do any of the moat checks, okay.
Yeah, no, that's...
Oh right, Hendrus has bailed. He's done
Yeah, as expected, he's going to Caster. That's...
Yeah, it's such a huge gamble to go, right, let's go Palace. It's like, no, Hendrus is feeling okay about this. He's an hour 20 in. He's got a decent...
Yeah, I mean, he is in an okay
result.
place here. Like, he is the sword ahead, though Pikapals is going to probably find that here, but then they're pretty much even.
You know, if Hendrus had green sword at this moment, then he would be pretty worried. But then he wouldn't have Palace as an option.
That's... wouldn't work.
Okay, there's Pikapal's blue sword. Hendrus has a very slight lead over Pikapal's right now.
Yeah, but it's like that's not the kind of lead that.
Yeah, this could change at any moment. It's literally one or 2 minutes. Anyone could find the next progression item, and that would put them in the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, boots on Dampe. I was surprised that Hendrus didn't go into Royal Crypt when he got his blue sword here, and Pikapals as well. I'm surprised that they didn't either.
I'm not really surprised, like...
If you get your blue sword right outside there, I would go straight in.
If you didn't have Ocarina there and had to swim out, of course, every time. Since you can just float away, it's... Can search for the boots somewhere else and then come back and just do it with boots.
Have you seen the seed? Lantern in Temple of Droplets. Grip ring on Cradle.
You make a good point, you know?
Yeah, everything is where, you know, it's like, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to wait till I get there. The flippers were in Minish Woods by the Flippers cave. It's like, don't put off any locations because you think, I'll come back there later when I have this item. You will find your item there.
You know, that feels like a good strategy in general.
I mean,
kind of.
Just for this seed, this is what the seed is saying.
Yeah,
So
I've had that, but like I've had that work in the past, and not just the one match we were talking about earlier, but like, I think there was a weekly where I put off Krenel because I didn't have a bomb bag, and of course there was a bomb bag on the fusion chest on Krenel. Or...
Yeah.
Like
no,
that...
putting off Krenel because you don't have bomb bag isn't a great play. You can get bomb bag. There's a lot of things that don't require bomb bag in Krenel, so you can do.
Well, no grip ring either.
No
and
grip
stuff.
ring's bad. No grip ring and no bomb bag is.
Yeah, that's like the that's the situation that was though. Like.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a serious gamble. Then it's just like I'm gonna go and lock myself from one item here.
I mean, it would have been a bomb bag.
So what you're saying is, force the Dark Hyrule Castle. It's not out of the question. Right, is Hendrus going to be doing hiking?
At this point, I think so.
Yeah, if you spend your time going all the way here, I'll do it.
You do
Yeah,
have
he's going
flippers,
for it.
like... Yeah, he's going for it.
Alright, is Hayden and Dex gonna start soon?
Hayden and Dex is gonna... They are going to start in half an hour and then close 15-minute stream delay, so...
Alright, yeah, so good luck, Hayden. Oh, Hendrus finds a
Power
power
bracelets at hiking.
In
That feels
hiking.
familiar. I feel like that's happened before.
Yeah. Are we gonna have something on pot push? Or pot push being required? If so, big oof for Pikapals.
Yeah, like... Now that you found power bracelets here, is that a reason to go to Palace?
Maybe. I would do left, Doctor. I would do Doctor Left and the fountain.
Yeah, Hendrus hasn't done the fountain yet. I think Pikapals has already done it. Right?
Yeah, Pikapals did do it.
But yeah, with Hendrus not having done the fountain, that's a reasonable next place to go to after this. But then you have already seen the lake cabin, right? And it was nothing.
Yeah, we saw it. I think it was a red rupee, but yeah, it was junk.
Was that his last bottle?
Was that Knight's third?
I think that was.
Oh no,
already...
that was it. That was. We have hit bottle percent.
Yeah.
Oh, for Hendrus has.
Well, we know where our bottles are, so we have hit bottle percent.
Right, Pikapal's getting the last of the chests in the entrance.
There's
of Flames.
boots. So that scroll that we talked about earlier behind boots, yeah, that wasn't one that was required for Swiftblade the First.
Oh, that's so big. That is so big for Hendrus.
That's
yeah, no.
really big. Yeah, now he just clears Royal Crypt and then finds his 2 Kinstones on the way, right? And
Yeah,
when finds his
Pikapals
first sword
really
in...
shouldn't have put off the king the ghost dojo for so long.
I mean, he hasn't put it off for so long, and he doesn't like. It's not even in logic from what he knows. One of his 7 scrolls is still out of logic.
Yeah, but I would still do it. It's like you
Yeah,
think
no. If you
the out of logic
if
stuff.
you're in the area, you would still do it. But he hasn't been around there, and
It's right by the warp. They've got the ocarina. They can do it at any moment. Yeah. Yeah. This game is very much like if there is something near to a warp point, do that early because you can just flute around so fast.
Oh, did Hendrus find the last book? Nice.
Okay. Was that all 3? I thought we only
Yeah.
found 1.
No, we had 2 before.
all 5 pieces of the forbidden one. Tingle not. Sorry, Dampé is not as fun today as this race as he was in the race earlier today. But is the graveyard going to be as loaded? Yeah, Baron Graveyard would be fantastic for Pika. If they find their boots late, then they can just go mode it. But still, go mode Graveyard is basically the same speed as regular Graveyard. It doesn't look like Hendrus is finding anything here.
I mean, it could still be like a Call of Metal in the crypt that leads to 2 Kinstones.
Maybe. Did we get a vision check of the figurine house?
Yeah, and I think it was
Yeah.
junk in the visible spot, but there's still 3 chests that could have something.
Oh, Pikapals not finding anything here in Cave of Flames. This is just one of the reasons why you just don't want to do Cave of Flames if it's not required. It's long, there's not many items. Yeah, you just spend a lot of time there and you're not going to get anything out of it. So yeah, this is just like a gamble that Pikapals isn't getting much value out of right now.
Yeah.
There's still a couple more checks. It could all be worth it, but
It could all be worth it. It could be in Palace instead.
4 sword could be in Dax's 4 sword chest. Okay, Pikapal does get the cycle with Gleerock there with the bow. It's just a scroll for Hendrus. Yeah, so Graveyard is barren.
Well, except for the element, which makes this still
Yeah,
worth
yeah,
doing.
you do have to do this required, but
But it's not it doesn't lead you anywhere else.
yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't say that this being barren is an advantage for Pikapals at all. I think it's a.
I mean,
I think it's
if
more of
it-
an advantage
if-
for Hendrus, really.
Is it though? Like, if this was just leading him into his next progression, until he hits go mode, that would have just worked out nicely for him. Like, this way, he still has the choice to go into
Yeah,
Cave of Flames
okay.
instead.
Yeah, I guess it's narrowed down the places where progression could be. But at the same time, for Hendrus's point of view, when Pikapals hits go mode, if for say the boots are Pikapals' go mode, it's not going. Pikapals is going to take about the same amount of time to go through Royal Crypt as Hendrus did, because it's not that much time difference between full clearing it and go moding it. So Pikapals isn't going to get when they hit go mode, it's not like they're going to be able to skip a bunch of items
Yeah, I guess.
which is a good thing for Hendrus.
Yeah, it's just that if there was something there, he would have it already, so...
Yeah.
Like, if of the locations that could be barren that you have to go through anyways, Royal Crypt is definitely one of the better ones for Hendrus here, who didn't go modded. But
Yes,
it still would have been better for him if he found something there, because that would have been progression for him.
The boots were on Swiftblade the First in Castor Wild, so you need to get 7 scrolls, and then you go take them to the Swiftblade the First, who's the ghost dojo trainer. And yeah, he gives you the boots. So that was down thrust. Oh no, Pikapals. They're still missing 2 things in the basement. Did they go back and get them? Oh, he did. Okay.
Okay.
So Cave of Flames is barren. There was nothing on Mount Crenel. Well, apart from did the grip ring turn out to be important?
So far we've only found bow behind that.
Oh yeah, no, it was required for the scrolls, because you needed to get a scroll in Wind
Yeah,
Tribe.
I guess it's like probably. Where did we find more scrolls? Like on Hendrus on track, it looks like he's at 10, so I don't know which.
Yeah, he's on.
If
10.
you could have, like, there was one behind the sequence break that you could have just gotten to, which potentially made gripping logically required, but not actually.
It looks like Hendrus got all of the scrolls which were logically required, because they're on 10. Wait, no, they're on 10?
They're on 10.
Oh no, so there was
they're-
one they could have skipped.
And I don't remember how many were locked behind grip ring.
I think it was just the one, maybe, in
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if there was another one in Cloud Tops, but there was definitely one in the Wind Tribe.
Okay, and if there was another on Upper Mount Crenel? Or where was one?
I mean, I've been saying this the whole seed. Grip ring's a red herring. They've been following it and they've got nothing out of it.
Yeah, you will keep saying that until they find the Kinstone inside Palace.
Yeah. Oh, Hendrus is doing the
Hendrus is doing Yellari.
doing Yellari, combining all 5 pieces of the Forbidden One. Alright, Pikapals just gets his power bracelets. Come on, that's gotta tell you, it's like, now's the time for Palace.
He just came out of a Baron Climb for Flames, though.
The time
really-
of talking.
Like,
The
I
time
mean,
for
he's
talking is over. It's now
he's
time
gonna
to
do
push
Crypt
buttons.
next. He's gonna do Crypt next. There's no question about that.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be getting his boots now. He's got enough kinstones.
He already has his boots, according to.
Oh, he does have the
trackers.
boots. Right, I didn't see him do it. I'm surprised he hasn't gone yet. He's still doing stuff in.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing this entire time. Like, he's always just, when we said, okay, just leave and chase that, now he just kept doing checks.
Yeah. You know, it is very safe. This is kind of routing I do. It's just like,
Yeah.
I know I just picked up something important, but I'm going to clear out the stuff here so I don't have to come back for it. It's very safe routing, and you can get some good consistent times for it. But in a head-to-head race, if your opponent makes a crazy gamble, and it pays off, but you're not gonna be able to catch up. And in Pikapal's shoes right now, they don't know where their opponent is. They don't know what Hendrus is. They don't know if Hendrus is ahead or behind.
We don't know if Hendrus is. No, okay, Hendrus is a bit ahead. But
Yeah, Hendrus has already done Royal Crypt.
yeah. Still,
Oh, and he didn't do this. Okay.
apparently not.
Right, so what else do we need? It's 2 kinstones and a sword. And that's it for go mode.
Yep, just 3 more items.
It's got to be Palace, come on. So what else is there? There's just some stuff in the overworld?
I mean, I was saying Palace earlier.
Yeah, Hendrus is in the castle courtyard. Gonna use their boots, get these checks over here done. Yeah, they're split up right now. They're checking different locations. They are neck and neck at the moment, though, so it is literally whoever picks the right spot is going to be in the lead.
Well, kinda.
Kind of.
Because Royal Crypt is the difference.
Okay.
And
Pikapals
then there's
is now
Cave of
going.
Flames. Yeah, like Pikapals has done Cave of Flames, but Hendrus has done Royal Crypt. So if they both find their required items now, Hendrus is ahead. But if they keep searching for much longer, that could turn around if Hendrus also goes to Cave of Flames.
Yeah, exactly. If Hendrus goes to Cave of Flames, he's lost his lead, and he's going to be quite far behind Pikapals because it's really long, and there was nothing in there.
I don't know, with how the seed has been, I would consider Palace before Cave of Flames.
Yeah, no, I would as well. I would have avoided Cave of Flames this whole seed.
Like, technically your last progression item was the power bracelets.
Yeah, no, power bracelets, early Cloudtop's kinstones.
Okay, so apparently the hot spring water does put out fires.
Oh, that's good, yeah. Did we do the pillar?
Yeah, I think Pikapals did the pillar. I'm not sure if Hendrus did.
And we saw the boots dojo.
You mean Swiftblade's dash
Yeah,
attack check?
Yeah, the third one, the one you get dash attack from.
Probably.
I didn't see it get done, but they've both been in town since.
Okay,
Oh, Pika just
apparently
did that.
Pika just checked that, so...
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're just doing checks that the other one has done. So Pikapals has already done this where Hendrus is in the fountain, and Hendrus has already done the Royal Crypt for their element. Yeah, there was a scroll here in Royal Crypt, but there was also and then there was a scroll in Lake Hylia. That's 2. Where was the third one? Lower.
You mean the Minish check in South Harrowfield, or? I don't remember, but...
The one in Minish Woods?
Yeah, that's the one that... Yeah, that's the lake one, right?
Yeah, I thought that one was North Minish Hole. I thought that was North Lake Hylia, but yeah, it was the Minish one. Wait, is it both? Were there two?
What
Okay.
other boots log checked in Minish Woods?
It's the same spot. It's where you
Was it 2 scrolls behind Lake?
Maybe. I thought it was only one, but
I thought
if
it was
it's
only
two-
one there, but it might have been 2.
Right, they're both on the same element count.
Yeah, so what's the difference between what they've done right now? Like, Hendrus hasn't done Cave of Flames?
He's doing some stuff that Pikapals has already done.
Yeah.
Alright, Pikapals hasn't done Yalari.
Yeah, they've...
Pikapals did the Lon farm heart piece, right?
I think
The
so.
diminished path. Because you have to the one you dash into with the boots. I don't think he's gone over there since he got his boots.
Yeah, maybe not.
That's a fairly quick one to do. You can just flute to Lake Hylia and get that. But yeah, it looks like it's Palace. I can't think of anywhere else in Logic that progression can be at this point. It's got to be in Palace. Right, I think Hendrus is going to do that now. He's going to go to Lon and he's going to do the Minish path at in the backside of Lon.
Yeah, which, if you haven't seen it yet, it could technically have both Kinstones.
Yeah, it
Looks like
if you
he's
haven't done it.
not doing that. Oh, has he not checked Goron
You
Cave
haven't
yet?
done Goron Cave. Hendrus!
That's kind of late.
That is very late.
Like, you came through here with Cape before, right?
Yeah, they had the cape right at the start
Well,
of
I
the
guess
scene.
they had the Ocarina before, so they might not actually have gone this way since getting the Cape. But still putting it for a
Oh
long
my
time.
god, they haven't done any of this. They didn't do the... They didn't do this farmer
Didn't do
mix
either of
cave.
these orphan checks.
Right, I think Pikapals has... Yeah, he's doing this. Okay, so this is the first time we're going to check this cave, this path. But then after this, the only thing is Palace.
Yeah. Which is easy
It's now
for
required.
Pikapals to do because... Yes.
Oh no, we did see Hendrus do that because he's got the dog food already.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
So... Go to... Yeah, he's going to Cave of Flames.
Oh no,
Uh,
Pikapals is going to Palace now. I think.
that
Yeah.
puts Pikapals ahead.
Yeah, Pikapals is now ahead.
So where did Hendrus lose this much time that?
No way! This is the second seed in a row with 2 Castle Wildskin stones in Palace. What? Oh my god! It could only be one. What? And the 4 swords here, and then the 4 sword gives access, or like, and non-required Palace.
Non-element palace.
Yeah, sorry, not non-element Palace. Oh my.
It is required at this point.
Yeah, it is required, but oh my god. Yeah, 4 sword up here and Kinstones in the garden. But I'm still counting that because the Kinstones are locked behind Palace. Give us all 3 early so we can leave.
Yeah, if you find 2 Kinstones here, do you keep going or do you bet on Fortress?
Oh,
Or
Fortress
rather, how
has,
far do you keep going?
Fortress has go mode. Come on, you wouldn't stay here to find your 4 sword.
No, but I would stay here to open the blue warp. Like if it's at the... Say it's at after Arcane skip.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, Pikapals switches to regular bombs, but doesn't quite know exactly the strat. But it gets a fairly decent fight there. That's definitely something that you'd be happy getting. Right, how's their jump going to be? Go. Okay, they get it. There is. There's one.
There's one Kinstone.
That's no boss key.
I mean, you got the power bracelets. You're
do have
looking
the
for
power
items.
bracelets.
You're going to do pot push puzzle.
Yeah, you have to do pot push puzzle at this point. Skipping it is a huge gamble. It could pay off. You could be Nesman.
Could, but that's... I don't know. That feels wrong.
The probability is just not in your favor. Hendrus left. Okay.
Hendrus
Where's
left.
Hendrus going?
He's going to...
Palace?
Hyrule Field?
He's doing this check down here. He's doing this this cave.
And then?
Palace?
Hopefully?
Come on, Hendrus, go Palace. Yeah! Hendrus, are you doing it? He's going to do Palace!
He's doing Palace.
We've got a race. We have a race.
Yeah, no, this is a race now. I did not expect that. Like, okay, go into Cave of Flames and then just dip out and go to Palace instead.
Honestly,
Wow.
you're getting bad vibes, bad mojo from Cave of Flames. That happens.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I'm not gonna fight anything here, and then you're just like, nah.
Yeah, like this is like we know this is gonna pay off for him. Doesn't do the same thing here, which he really shouldn't. Like at this point, commit to your play.
Oh, what a mean P-hat there. Alright, what's Pikapals gonna get on the... pot push? If it's junk and Hendrus skips it, is this...
It's a small key, which
That could be skippable.
yeah, we don't need to actually finish this dungeon. And
Pikapals is checking his items. Honestly, I don't think there's anything else left in logic for Pikapals. Unless there's something that we forgot that they haven't checked, that Hendrus did, but...
yeah, I don't think so.
That's
Like Pikapals has been very thorough this entire time.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, he has been very thorough. It's not really been skipping anything. I really do think this is their last location. They're just gonna have to full clear it all. They keep on checking their Kinstone bag. I think they might be second guessing their own tracking, and thinking, thinking in the back of your head, what have I forgotten a location? Did I mark something as like done when I didn't actually do it? That might be going through their head right now. Because when you're in non-required Palace, at approaching 2 hours, and you're looking for one item for go mode, well, 2 items.
Two items for go mode, one item for progress. Yeah.
That's going to worry you.
Yeah,
That's
no,
going to start making you doubt yourself and think, I must have done something wrong. There's the boss key. Yeah, no, Pikapals is right. Do these 2 checks here.
Yeah, there's no way skipping these in this situation.
Junk on the boss key. You're gonna have to do fan loop.
Yeah, but... Like, again, there's no way you're skipping this. If you're here, and he has done everything, so he knows that Hendrus is also going to be doing this.
Yeah, if Hendrus skips pot push puzzle and he gets the...
The other
I
Kinstone.
don't know, it's still the
That's-
possibility that pot push puzzle is skippable.
It's potentially still skippable, yeah, but it's...
But you'd have to do such a gamble for it to, to actually get it.
Yeah, I don't think Hendrus is going to do that. Like, for him it's already kind of a gamble to be here instead of continuing in Cave of Flames, so... At that point, I don't think you're skipping pot push.
Yeah, there was a small key on the heart piece. It does mean there's 2 more small keys. Okay, the Pikapals doesn't find anything on the fan loop.
Yeah, but again, there's like, no way
we
you're
don't
gonna
know
skip
that
those
pot
2
push
checks.
is skippable. Well, yeah, no, pot push is skippable if...
Unless there's an item on Georg or the one, like,
Oh my
check
god,
around
yeah.
there. Okay, so this is where you just save and check Karlov medal, right?
Yeah, you save here, you go check Karlov. Karlov has nothing, you save, come back into the dungeon. Yeah, you just activated your blue warp, there's no reason why you don't do that. There's 3 items there, and they're so quick 3 items as well in comparison to... There it is!
But there's the Kinstone.
He's leaving.
Yeah, of course.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
you
past the
can-
blue warp. Yes, this is the perfect time to just go and look for the Force in Fortress instead. Check Karlov on the way, makes sense.
We're still nowhere near done. We still need to do all of Fortress.
Yep.
And hopefully find the Force Sword in Fortress as well. Because we're still 1 item from go mode now.
Well, early boss key, and then you keep looking for the Force in Fortress. Bluesy. Like...
Oh, yeah. Force Sword's a butterfly. We wish. And before we have to ban Bluesy for that comment because it turns out to be true.
Sure.
We've had a Force Sword on that that butterfly before.
Yeah, I know. That's...
Yeah, I think Nesman won that race because they forgot that Fortress wasn't required, and they thought it was, so they were like, oh, time to go to Fortress, and they found their Force Sword and hit go mode, and then they checked their elements and was like, oh, I didn't need to go to Fortress, and then wins. Right, what are you gonna do, Hendrus? Yeah, he's checking the top.
Yeah, there's... Again, there's no way you're skipping this in this situation. I like that he's checking the fan loop first, even though I don't think there's a situation where you actually skip the big chest here. It's just
Force Sword could be in DHC. Oof. We wish. We wish that we see a seed that has required Force Sword, in Dark Horror Castle. I think it's one of the most least likely things that happens in a rando that people do actually take precautions to prepare for it in case it might happen.
I mean, it doesn't cost you that much time to just go for it. Like, you check that. Like, you lose 10 seconds. Right?
Yeah, it's 10 seconds.
10 seconds more to check the king again, so that's like... It's such a trolly location that you just want to not lose to that.
Actually, no, I don't even think it loses 10 seconds. Well,
you can't check the king from
actually,
going
yeah,
in there,
it
no,
does lose 10 seconds because you will have got the. You get that big chest on your first trip. Okay,
There's the
Pikapals is here too.
forethought. Let's go mode.
Yeah, and the mirror shield in the chest next to it as well. Right, Hendrus
does also keep going here, which is good.
Yeah, he's got his Karloff medal. He's saving! Hendrus, no!
He's leaving.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know. This might not lose Hendrus any time.
he still has to go up through Wind Tribe again, which is the time sink.
I think this is going to cost him
Oh no, he's
one
reset.
warp.
Yeah.
One flute play. I think that's all the time he's going to lose from doing this. Because he's going to open the chests here, get nothing, save Scumpy back in.
Yeah, it's not that much time lost. It's fine.
Yeah. So the only time that he's losing is literally having to go through that blue warp again, which is what 3 seconds. Not a big deal. Yeah, he could possibly lose time if he continues to do Palace instead of leaving and doing Fortress. But honestly, you just get at your Fortress access. There's no way that you're going to stick around here in non-required Palace. He's thinking, Hendrus, what's your play? He's saving.
Now, yeah, here you.
Yes, you do. Wait, no.
He saved twice, so like.
Yeah, no, he's thinking about what he wants to do, but
You have to leave here. That's.
Yeah. No, if it was the other way round, if he was in Fortress and he was one item from Go mode and didn't want to do the rest of Fortress, you would save in Fortress, go and look in other places. If you don't find anything, then you save, come back to Fortress.
But not if the thing you want to do is element.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. That's so if he's going to go to Fortress now, say he doesn't find his Force Sword before he gets there, he goes and does the boss in Fortress,
right?
And he's still one item from Go mode.
Yeah,
he's got the items in the back. He decides that he doesn't want to do that. He's going to go and check some other stuff first.
That makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. And then he doesn't find anything anywhere else. Then he saves, comes, and goes back to Fortress, and then he can get his. He'll know that his Force Sword's there. What does Pikapal do there? Oh, Pikapal's is save scumming.
Save scumming the cutscene there.
Yeah, the cutscene on the key drops. Oh,
there's the big key. So right. Hendrus might get there a lot quicker than Pikapals did.
Yeah, Pikapal's lost quite a bit of time there in in Fortress, having to do some extra checks.
So
this could get Hendrus back into it.
Well, he will still be behind.
He is going to be behind, but this is an execution range. This could be trolling in the Vati fights, all of Dark Horror Castle. Pikapals definitely has the advantage, but it's not.
Pikapals is definitely still ahead, yeah. Especially if Hendrus does this check. That's in a bit more time.
I think Pikapals did this as well.
Maybe, but like if you do the other route here,
it's exactly the same time, by the way.
Well, in this case it wouldn't be, but yes, in general it is.
Yeah, but I mean, going up and down that beanstalk is the same as quick warping from Fortress.
Yeah, but not if you can skip it because you find your Force Sword on like one of these two checks or the first check in Fortress or something.
At the same time, you don't know where your Force Sword is. If he finds Force Sword there, then that means he can skip everything in Palace, everything in Fortress. So he's thinking about that as well. Oh, Pikapals was super close to getting out there before the arm grabbed him. Okay, Hendrus is
going to pick up a sword here. Is also
Right,
going to hit
Hendrus-
Gormod.
He's like, oh, there's the mirror shield. And there's the full sword. Okay. Hendrus is thinking about it. Yeah. Right, he's in go mode. He's right behind Pika.
Let's hope he goes right
We've got
inside
a race.
Fortress first.
Yeah, hopefully he goes to the right first. That is
That's like
That
check
is the
those
route
two
I
visible
do.
spots, then go to the left. Is the strat,
yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, you go to the right, you check those two visible items there, and then you go and do the left. But
But yeah.
especially if you're only looking for boss key.
Yeah. I mean, in the case where you like still look for more items, it matters a lot less, but nope, he's also going to the left first.
Oh no. Okay.
So Pikapals picked up his last element at 3:24, like 2 hours 3 minutes
Yeah.
24.
Oh, we just forgot to have a bet going.
Yeah,
for...
we can get a quick towers bet maybe. So there's 4 towers inside Dark Hollow Castle, 1 to 4 of which are required. And once the bot opens, tells you in chat to bet, you can bet on how many towers are required and which of the ones.
I will be right one of these days. Hendrus just picked up all of his small keys for Fortress.
Yeah, I mean, Pika did the same, but since we know where the boss key is, it's... He's not going to go to the back before checking the right side there.
Is the bow butterfly? I think it was the bow butterfly anyway.
Should be. At any rate, they both have all butterflies now, so...
Yeah. Yeah, Hendrus also doing the same. The execution between Hendrus and Pikapals has been very, very consistent. Right, Hendrus skip. There we go. Hendrus never checked underwater pot. Yep, that's right. That's where the
other bow was.
yeah, he put that off for a very long time.
And there's the boss key for Hendrus.
Yeah, Hendrus kicking himself a bit there. It's like, oh, should have checked that first. Hendrus, what are you doing? Okay, right, he's going for the boss. Right, Pikapals is starting Dark Coral Castle. Oh, what a
Gets cursed
troll.
there.
The wisp decides that it was going to move directly into him. Yeah, that was so unlucky that he got that movement there. Yeah, they've gone for basically the same strat on the Mazal fight, using remote bombs and the bow.
Yeah, except Pikapals actually got caught on the first phase, right? So.
Oh right. Well, you get grabbed by the hand as it pulls you out, but it saves frames. I think it saves less than a second to actually get it. It's it's a nice thing to get, but
Do we have a time gap for a tie? I think it would be
No.
more like within like 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah, it would.
Not within a minute. Like, if you win by 10 seconds, that's still a win. I know what's the closest has been so far.
We've had a race won by 1 second.
By 1 second?
Yeah, Goomba beat Dax by 1 second. Not in there.
Not in the tournament, right?
Not in the tournament race. No.
Yeah,
just
okay,
in
so-
weekly.
Yeah,
no,
so in a
during the
weekly, it's another thing again, but yeah, like in a tourney race,
I think the
like-
closest one was me by 40 seconds. I lost.
yeah, okay. So, like, that's still, like, it's not
That
the kind
wasn't
of
close
difference
enough.
where you start,
No.
like, maybe half a second of the time and maybe you don't dot done right on time, so, like,
Yeah,
that's the kind of difference where you would have to really look into it if you wanted to.
No,
Sure,
I did my
not exactly.
first throw on the last phase of Vati when I saw they dot done. So it's close.
Yeah,
but I
that's
still had
still-
2 more throws
that's
at
a-
that point.
Yeah, that's very close, but it's not, like, tie close. So, looks like Hendrus is maybe 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes behind here.
Yeah, 5.5 minutes. I would say that is a gap that's a bit too big for Hendrus to make up on his
Yeah,
own.
there isn't that much of an execution difference between these guys.
Yeah, no. It would have to be Pikapals royally messes up and
Yeah,
Hendrus
like
has
if we
to
see
turn
a
up
V3
on
like
pass.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's like this. There we go. Okay. Bluesy's got a good strat for that. Watch his vids. Shoutouts.
I should. I hate that room.
Yeah, my bomb throw strat is hard and dumb. Don't do it.
Oh no, I just do the regular, good old clone on
Yeah.
all the sides and spin.
Honestly.
But even
If
that
you've got
I
clone-
like fail sometimes, so I should probably try some
If you've
other
got
strats for
fast
that
charge and fast spin, you want to create the clones because it's so fast. But yeah, no. The only reason why I know the bomb strat is because I ran glitchless at one point, and you don't have fast spin, so creating clones takes forever.
Yeah, but I mean,
So you want to use the bomb strat.
but in rando you usually get those spin throws.
Yeah. Yeah, the bomb strat in the speedrun saves 10 seconds. In rando, it saves 2. Oh, did we see what? Yeah, it's three.
It's
three
three towers,
required.
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know which yet, but yeah, Pikapals getting a good fight on these Born Shengas here. Making use of the
Yeah,
cape to force them to throw their
There's a really
So-
easy quick kill that you can get where you jump over them as soon as you start the room, and then when you land, you just you do a great spin, and you just great spin through them, and they die in 1 or 2 seconds. It's very fast.
Yeah, I didn't quite get to do that, but still a decent fight. I don't know. The Great Spin feels like they usually start recovering before you finish with killing them.
It is very consistent. If you have fast charge, then it's very consistent to get the Great Spin strat. Oh, he doesn't know the quick kill on the Black Knight, but he gets a good fight anyway. Yeah, he manages to pin him in the corner.
Gets him there in the corner there, so...
I was going for northwest first. Yeah, I recommend not going for this tower unless you're really confident with getting the arrow shots on the eyes in this next room. If you struggle with that, then you go northeast first. But they have the butterflies, so this is an easy room to do.
He got it easily, so...
That's the pattern that you want to do through that room. You go up right to the top of the wall masters drop down, and then you just go below them and roll through the fire bar. But if you can do it like that, you can do that very consistently. Oh, Hendrus is having to
slightly off
do
on
a
the
second
timing
go.
there.
Yeah, slightly off on the time. He has to do a second go on the first cannon room. Yeah, Pikapals now going to the fastest tower. Oh, nice!
Yeah, so you didn't find a key in the northwest tower, so we already know that all the other towers have keys.
Yeah, so whoever said
So it's 3, not northwest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone bet that, so...
He already had bow equipped. Oh, okay, I see. He was saving a key. He was saving a menu. There, but no, you don't actually save a menu. I think he was just preemptively doing it, because you could have the boomerang there and still have to menu.
Yeah, Nori, you almost bet that, but you didn't have a spoiler lock this time, right?
I was wondering how Nori went last time. Oh no, Pikapals. Yeah, Pikapal's making good time through these
it's
towers.
just...
It's getting very fast and clean Dark Knight fights, which is what you want. The Dark Knight fights are the thing that vary the most.
Yeah, that's... I don't know. How do you do these guys fast?
Practice. Honestly, practice them a lot and just get used to their behaviors. And you can manipulate them to do what you want. Because they completely react
I
to what you
throw
do.
bombs at them until they die, so that also works.
Yeah. But if you want to do them really fast, like you see in the speedruns, you do have to practice them a lot over and over again and just get a feeling for how they move.
Yeah.
And how you can manipulate them into making movements that are, what you want them to do.
But I feel if a race comes down to that, it's... like, that's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah. Yeah, again, execution isn't anywhere near as important as routing in this round. Case in point, me.
Yeah.
I can't route this game.
But you do have really, really good execution.
Yeah. Like, if we 100%ed the seed, I'm very confident that I could beat nearly anyone in a 100% execution seed. But yeah, everything that comes down to in races is you decided to go one place over your opponent's other place. This was a myth seed for all intents and purposes. Yeah, I mean, Cave of Flames had nothing. I wouldn't have gone to Cave of Flames in this seed. I wouldn't have won. No, I wouldn't have done Palace that early. I might have just gone, screw it, I've done really badly this early on and just avoided it. But no, there was some item places where I was like, nah, I would have waited a long time before checking that.
Didn't get any hits with that great spin, so there it is.
He didn't go for quick kill, yeah. So when you come into this room, what you want to do is you walk up, and when you hit the circles on the ground there, when you hit the inner circle, you jump. And if you get good RNG, the Black Knight will dash down into the door where you just came from. Then you just roll behind him and you insta-kill him by just pinning him against the wall there. And that's it. You know, the Black Knight's down, then it's just a double fight with 2 Red Knights, and it's a much faster fight if you get that. And that's pure luck. So you always practice that when you come into this room, so that if you hit it, you get an easier fight for free. And then, yeah, just do great spins, because this room's huge, and great spin does so much damage. Ooh, Hendrus01, lovely.
Gets a nice great spin on those.
Yeah, it gets a really
This
fast
one
kill on them.
Good first 2 phases for Vati1, so
Yeah.
get set on
Yes,
fire
that
there as they become
right there.
vulnerable.
You don't want to be standing to the side there because of exactly that. Vati did his fireball attack. You want to be standing above him, so when he does the fireball attack, they go to the sides or below him. You don't get hit.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah, that was a good
recovered from
play.
the fire and still got the great spin off on him, and
Yeah.
so
And remember,
was
when you
fine.
get set on fire, mash your direction buttons, because then you'll get put out really quickly. Oh, very nice. Gets the down strike first try. And picks the correct side as well. Right,
yeah,
is
gets
Vati gonna
those
do
4
a-
eyes vulnerable very quickly.
Yeah, Vati didn't do anything there, but just being nice and standing still. Sometimes he likes to does an electric attack or a, you know...
I mean, if he does the electric
Drop
attack, at
rocks.
least he's staying in place.
Yeah, he's staying in place, but if you're not quick enough, then if you're not fast enough, then you can get hit. But yeah, he was pointing his sword the wrong direction there, so it hit Vati.
Oh,
he does
Just
the
short
purple.
of it.
Oh, should have get
Uh,
right sword swing. He gets it.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that
Got
is
it.
very tight. That was very well done, Pikapals, managing to recover that and get the triple on that fight.
So how many hits do you need of a great spin from before you do the sword swipe to finish him off there?
I don't know.
Like 4 should be enough.
At
but
least 4, yeah, because a single spin attack from all 4 of your clones is enough to do more than enough damage.
yeah, so it's at most 4 that you need.
It is at most 4 hits with the great spin.
And I think he got 4 there, so that's apparently possible.
Yeah, but he only did great spins there because I think
Did
it's
he not?
just
Oh.
the great spin with your clones kind of bugs the fight out and means that the
Okay,
game
so if
doesn't
you-
register that you get the last hit.
So I guess you could then just use downstrike on the 3rd phase and do a great
Yeah,
spin.
I've not tested this to see if it's actually viable or not, but I suspect so. That you can do you just great spin on him with a single clone, and that should be enough.
Huh. That's interesting.
But again, I've seen a lot of times where your clones break and you try and you get do a great spin or something to get them to kill him. You just don't do enough damage and you have to do an extra cycle. So it goes either way. It might be just a luck thing, or you adjust your reaction was just fast enough that you get it.
Yeah, I mean, if you go for that intentionally, though, if it's not that your clones got destroyed, but that you don't even create them, then you would know to immediately go for the Great Spin.
Yeah.
So, that could maybe be consistent.
Ooh, Pikapals.
Ah,
Yeah,
too
he's
far on the
slightly too
left
far
there.
to the left. Yeah, he wanted to tap right once there. Not as much as Nimbus.
No, please don't. That's, again...
Yeah, again, slightly
Too
too
far
far to the
left.
left. He was like a few pixels to the left there. Just want to tap right slightly.
That
There
does
we
go.
go.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that looked
I'm
good before the
sorry.
adjustment, and then he scared me, but...
Right, Hendrus finishes up his Dark Nuts. He's going to be going on to
That's-
Batty
yeah,
1.
yeah.
Pikapals
Got
finishes
it.
the fight. GG's to Pikapals.
And, since we're on a 50-minute delay, they're both going to just join us for an interview here, so...
Yep, alright.
And CSL 3.
And GG's to
GG's.
Pikapals and Hendrus.
GG.
Hey, GG.
Oh, that was a cracking match. That was so close throughout a lot
That
of
was
it.
so close.
Yeah, you guys were exchanging the lead so much.
Yeah,
Um,
I think I just did a few too many overworld checks. And I would say, didn't we just had that seed with
yeah, I know!
with the 2 final kinstones for Castlemount and Palace?
Yeah, we just had that seat in non-required palaces of all things as well. That was literally Nesman and
Rylex's seed,
Right,
exactly.
yeah.
Nesman and Rylux, yeah, like a couple hours ago.
That was the single reason why I didn't head into Palace earlier. Oh.
Yeah, we were thinking
Oh,
about
well.
that, and it was like, what, Palace access this early? It's like, surely you gamble when you go into Palace like half an hour earlier than both of you guys decided to.
I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to, but I was expecting to find one kinstone piece there, so I figured if I found the other one in the overworld first,
Yeah,
I could just.
I had the same idea.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you found your Karlov medal in there, which...
Yeah.
Yeah, I did find a Call of Metal, which made me quick warp and save. But
Yeah, that
unfortunately,
was fine.
Karlov- yeah,
I'm sure you must have been kicking yourself a bit about that, but it
It didn't
honestly
lose,
didn't lose you
like,
much time.
barely any.
yeah.
It lost you the time it takes to go through the blue warp. That was all. It was like 2
Yeah.
3 seconds. Yeah, the boss key in Fortress of Winds as well, being on the right-hand side. Both of you went to the left-hand side first and had to do a lot of checks there first.
Yeah. I thought we were probably supposed to go check those 2 checks on the right first, but I'm just so used to, actually looking for items in Fortress of Winds.
Yeah, me too.
There are so many on the left.
Yeah.
And you have the remaining locations there. And, well, it's Supermania. So you want to check those early, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or you want to check them before the right-hand side.
Yeah, I think you would want to look at the 2 visible items first and then go over to the left.
That's a fair point. That's, yeah.
But I might just be saying that because I would have worked the seat and because I found my bow over there, so...
That's fair.
Yeah, Hendrus, you were missing your bow. It was in the underwater pot in.
Oh, it was important.
Couple of
Okay.
droplets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the second bow, so...
Right, yeah.
Like, for the longest time we didn't know if the grouping was actually required.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah.
hang on, they gave you gripping so early. Surely there has to be something on Mount Kennel. Or at least other
Yeah.
way forwards.
Everything behind Grip Ring was completely useless for ages. All of Krenel was junk. All of
Yeah.
Vale Falls was junk. There was only
And
the
then-
bow in Cloud Tops.
Yeah, and then
Which
Palace.
was available. And then it
Yeah.
was Palace.
So I was saying, it was like the Grip Ring's red herring this seed is going to give nothing, and everyone's going to follow it and not get anything out of it. And then right at the end, it's like, oh, yeah, okay, so you needed it to get to Palace.
I mean, I told you would say that until they found the Kinstone Palace.
Yeah.
See, I'm mostly disappointed that the $600 Tingle trophy wasn't worth it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was fantastic.
That was
Well, we were
that
so
was
happy
great.
to see that at the start of the
Yeah.
seed.
Me too.
Yeah, Tingle Trophy there, and then you just keep finding wallets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just found them all so early, relatively.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I just did the first half of Cave of Flames before remembering. Wait a second, I've got Cave Open. Well, the backside of Cave of Flames or the basement. I've got Palace of Winds. I've got, I believe, one more dojo in Lower Way Forts, and then the underwater port. That's it.
Yeah.
And then I basically just took the gamble and went straight to Palace, which turned out to be the good.
Yeah, that was like when we saw
Yeah,
you
right.
going into Cave of Flames. Pikapals had already cleared that, so we knew there was nothing there.
Okay.
So that was like we were almost calling it there, and then you just dipped out and went to Palace, which made this much closer at the end than
Yeah,
it would have been
yeah.
otherwise.
Bring yourself back into this race, and yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's like 4.5 minutes.
Yeah. So you were
1 minute
5.5
minutes.
minutes behind at the last. You did make up another minute on execution in Dark Castle, but
Not really. I had quite an unfortunate one with the genies in the. I
well,
think it was the
yeah,
northeast tower.
still like you did
still
make.
saved a minute over
You
Pig.
lost by 4.5 minutes, and you were 5.5 minutes behind before, so
Okay.
you made up a minute.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I've had a really
Yeah,
clean
Eric-
run too.
Very respectable performances.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no,
unfortunately it
no
wasn't enough.
30-minute Batty 3 fights today.
Yeah,
Thankfully.
I'm sorry, Nimbus. I'm sorry I keep bringing this up.
yeah. Well, on the bright side, we did both finish sub 230, which is quite nice. I think sub 230 is a respectable like ETA for a myth seed.
Oh yeah, on the
Yeah,
scene
this
like
was a
this, that was a very good time. Yeah.
Let's
But
see.
you did
who-
end up having to basically full clear a lot of the seed.
Yeah.
Pikapals, did you have anything else left to do in like the overworld or anything?
I had like the one blue sword chest in Vale Falls and Blue Chew, I think.
Okay.
Oh right,
I think
yeah.
that's
the
about all
one
I had
crystal
left.
chest was that the last bottle? There was something there.
Yeah.
Not...
Yeah, that's Portal.
Yeah, that was the last bottle, right?
Yeah. And Blue Chew had junk. I went
Yeah, it was
into Todd
money.
fairly early,
Yeah,
and even
Yeah,
the Blue
same.
Chew, so.
yeah. You both went into there super early, and Lantern there. Yeah, it was a
Yeah, Lantern and the Green Sword.
Yeah, I was meaning to go back in and fight Chew then, and then I just walked out and was like, well, guess I'm never doing that.
yeah. That was lucky for you. That saves like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's actually see who will I be racing in the losers bracket then.
Let's see. I
see.
don't think that's gonna be determined yet. Like,
Yeah, it's our
uh,
match was match number 32.
32. So that's
Yeah.
the bracket where I'm in. Hey, so that's one of Dex, Hayden, which their match is happening right now,
Yeah.
and then or myself or Nimbus.
Okay.
So we haven't scheduled that match yet, and then there's still a match between the winner of Dex and versus Hayden versus the winner of Nimbus versus myself.
Yeah, so Pikapals, you continue on to the semi-finals. You're going to
Hooray!
be playing against. First we've got tomorrow's match with Winds versus Aero. The
Yeah.
winner of that has to play against Bluesy, and then the winner of that plays against you.
Yeah, that should be a fun match, whoever it ends up against.
Just remember, I'm always watching.
Oh, hey, Bluesy. Bluesy's here.
Yeah, Bluesy and Nimbus
Shout
having tracked. Shoutouts to them. And also shoutouts to Norinato or Restream. Spending a lot of time with Restreaming Minish Cap Randomizer races, so thanks for
Of
that.
course, thanks so much. We wouldn't be able to run this tournament without the ZSR support with the restreams.
Well, we wouldn't get restreams for this tournament without CSR support.
Right, I think that's it for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have. Well, there's the unrestreamed.
There's a
Match
French
today.
restream for that match.
Oh, there is.
on-
Okay, hold on.
On Francois's channel.
Hold on. Let me. There we go. It's one of the. Yeah, the second link.
Yeah, the second one there. So if you want to watch Dex versus Hayden, that's on Francois's channel on a French restream.
And
Yeah, it's on now, isn't it?
Yes.
That's on now. They are half an hour in.
Well,
They are half an hour in on race room timer, so they are 45 minutes in, 15 minutes in on restream.
yes. It started like a quarter after the hour.
Yeah, so
Oh, do we want to raid Francois? Sure. We can do that.
Let's keep this Minish train going.
yeah.
Yes, we'll
And
do
for other
that.
CSR stuff, there's Link to the Past coming up in 25 minutes.
Yes, and
Link to Past
also
or Dungeons, and then Scabbard Sword another hour after that, right?
yes, there's a couple. And then tomorrow there's the weekly and also a tournament match at the same time, 2 p.m. Eastern. Wait, that's wait,
2 p.m. Eastern, so
or 1800
6 p.m.
UTC. No, I was
UTC,
trying.
or-
Yeah,
7 p.m. British Standard Time, or whatever you
Yeah.
rather to.
so
Yeah,
I
that's
guess-
as mentioned before, Arrow versus Wins.
yes. Okay. Yeah, we originally weren't going to be able to restream that, but we got channel availability and a restreamer, so that should be happening.
Hooray!
Yes. And I guess it's undecided yet who's rolling the seed for the weekly tomorrow.
Honestly, at this point, I kind of want a shot at the bandit.
Okay, we will let you, Hendrus. It's time for your revenge and for
Yeah.
your accumulation of any potential ban points.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're also going to be on comms for the weekly?
I think so.
Okay.
It's
Nice.
tomorrow, right?
Yes,
let's
it is.
do that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's tomorrow, 8
Yeah.
p.m. as usual.
8 p.m. CEST. Yes. So
Yeah.
GG's to both Pikapals and Hendrus. Also, thank you very much, Myth and iBot, for doing commentary, and also Nimbus and Bluesy for doing tracking, so that I didn't have to do double duty today. So, thanks everyone for joining us. And any last comments before I send you over to Francois?
I'm banned.
Hey, that's deja vu too.
You just got yourself a point there.
Okay. Yeah, we
I
should
literally copied the previous seed.
sort of.
Yeah.
I always
Took
do.
the previous seed and made it worse.
Yeah.
I always do randomize once before I do it, just to make sure I don't peepo clown, like I did. What did the one time? And we had 2 tournament matches with the same seed with my unknowing.
That was fine.
Yeah.
Martin and Carson didn't see either or keep rolling.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Okay. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Hopefully we'll either see you later for another CSR restream, or hopefully you'll come back tomorrow if Minish Cap is something that you enjoy. So have a good night, morning, day, wherever you are. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.